Hello, I am Pete. Greetings to you. Welcome. Good day. How's business? Thank you very much for joining me for another episode of Fallout New Vegas Recharge Your Weapons Only. We are here in Freeside, standing outside the old Mormon fort. Let's check out our current quest. We have Wang Dang Atomic Tango active. We need to recruit some escorts for the Atomic Wrangler. So let's start by heading over to Cerulean Robotics, which is where we will pick up a sexbot. Sexbot, you're a sexbot. I can give you a job as an escort, if you think that sounds kinda hot. Sexbot, you're a sexbot. I don't know how to finish this rhyme. So that's where we are, that's what we're doing. Is there any other business that we need to deal with before we start this episode? Don't think so, just the usual shout out to this episode's sponsor. This episode is sponsored by Gracie's Mystical Crystals. Scientifically proven to balance your energy, instill a sense of well-being, turn fascists into frogs, and address the symptoms of explosive diarrhea. Available in red, blue, green, purple, and my personal favourite colour, clear. So this building up here is Cerulean Robotics. This is a bakery. Can't go in the bakery, which is a shame. Would have really loved some nice post-war bread. Acme Realty over there. All of these unenterable buildings. Yeah, this is where the fun's going to happen. Through this door. Okay. Nothing sees us yet. I feel like I probably need the light on just because otherwise things are going to be too hard. This will make it easier for the rats in here to find me, but you know what? Bring it. I'm not afraid, no rats. Hello, you. That's the rats. It's begun. Did briefly get seen by a giant rat there. Rat bum. Boop in the body. And your friend. Why is that not landing? There we go. Got it. Rats don't drop oat today. So if you've got a really high science skill, then you can kind of cruise through Cerulean Robotics. I don't think I do have a very high science skill. What's it at? 54. That's, to be fair, that is fairly high. But I don't think it's high enough that I can do all the magic with all the terminals. I think I will need to find some pass cards. Where might they be? Okay, so there's a lot of scrap metal in here. I kind of want a bit of scrap metal. There's also a moving rat. Up you get. Don't know why I'm being so cautious with these rats. They're, even if they ran right up to me and nibbled at me for half an hour, it would have no significant impact on my state of well-being. Alright, so there is a book on the floor down here somewhere. Lying Congressional Style, that's the one of my favourites. That's our old speech boost. And we'll grab a little bit more scrap metal while we move along here. Pick up all the usual nice things. More rat. Pop his head right off. That just comes right off there for ease of transport. So convenient. Wish I could do that. Average lock tool cabinet. Let's get in there. Anything good? Terminal access card, scrap metal. The terminal access card. I think that's what I like. That's going to be the bit that's quite important for proceeding through this quest without a high speech skill. And pick up... Oh, I didn't want to activate the workbench. I wanted to pick up that wrench. Thank you. Okay, let's activate the terminal. So, run diagnostic program routine, upload programming routine. Let's try this one first. All systems nominal. Upload programming routine. Select routine to upload back. I don't have a routine. Okay. So, interestingly, I thought the quest was going to kind of give me a clue there. Still just recruit a sexbot. Interesting. Okay, so this quest actually, it's a lot less hand-holdy than I recall. So I probably could actually just take a programming book, a skill magazine, that's the one, boost my science and deal with that. But I kind of want to try different outcomes now. I do happen to know what the solution is to this thing, because I am a disgusting wiki hound, if that is indeed the word. So let's head on over to Mick and Ralph's. Hello, I'm going to say Mick.
Looking for anything in particular?
Got it wrong. Ralph.
If you're looking for guns, talk to Mick. Otherwise, I've got a nice selection of general supplies.
Right, would you happen to know where I can find a sexbot?
Are you some kind of machine fetishist or something?
The Garretts are looking to satisfy certain customers.
Well, the only place I know of locally would be Cerulean Robotics. That place has been overrun by vermin for years.
Not anymore, it's not.
If you want to check the place out, you can find it on the west side of Freeside. The entrance is on the back side of the building. Just watch out for thugs. The rats aren't the only vermin you need to worry about.
Is there a holotape or anything I'll need for the sexbot?
Well, I don't know of any, but if you give me a few days and some caps, I think I could probably make one on my terminal.
Let's see. Ralph, I've been directing a lot of business your direction. Call it a favor?
All right. Come back in a couple days, and I should have it ready for you.
Lovely. Is the holotape ready yet?
Not yet. Come back later, and it should be ready to go.
What about now?
Not yet. Come back later, and it should be ready to go.
Are we nearly there yet?
Not yet. Come back later, and it should be ready to go.
Fine, goodbye.
Thanks for stopping in.
You're welcome. Sorry for being so annoying. Right, so that's given us a little quest update. It hasn't, actually. That's slightly weird. Fine. Well, we need a suave talker. We need to collect from some people. Let's do some of that. So I think one of them's around the back of this building. No, you stay away from me. Oh, help. Thank you for the assist, brah.
Done and done.
Was there something you wanted to say to me?
Hey, you're the one who's been going around helping people around here, right? The king says to keep up the good work, and said to give you this.
Cheers, dears. Okay, so around here, I think is our... Is this our suave talker, or is this our Santiago? This is our Santiago.
How are you today? Santiago is fabulous.
Great. Right, so I've got choices, actually. He's compatible for both of these quests. I can either say looking for a suave escort, or you owe the Garretts a bunch of caps. I think this does both in one go. James Garrett is looking for a suave escort. Interested in some work?
I am honored they would consider me. I'll start immediately.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
So that completes that. Do I get any kind of status update on the caps? Can I talk to him?
Santiago has nothing left to give. Leave me now.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
I guess I've missed out on those caps forever. But I don't think it breaks the quest. I think the quest kind of heals around it. And things will be okay. Everything will be fine. We'll still be completing this quest, don't you worry. Not my first time playing this game. Greg's here, I believe.
Hey, man. Can you spare a few caps?
Collecting money to pay back the Garretts?
Whoa, yeah. I guess the Garrett sent you after me? Look, I've got the caps right here. Just don't hurt me.
You don't cheat the Garretts and walk away. Cough up the rest, or you're rat bait.
Okay, here. That's everything I've got except the clothes on my back. I'm sorry about this.
Oh, you cheap-ass zombie, you'll need to pay my extra fee. Don't have the speech for that, but that'll do. Mess with the Garretts again, and you're dead.
I won't. Thanks for not killing me.
You're welcome, you... I don't know. I don't know if I pity him or not. Not sure how I feel. All right, there's one more person to gather caps from. That's Lady Jane. My action points have run out, so I can just do these little sprints. Sprint, sprint, you know. Oh, and now I'm feeling a bit dry. Oh, and I finally discovered that fast travel marker for Freeside Central. That'll be useful. Okay, we want to run down to the end of this run. That's where Lady Jane will be. Keeping an eye out for more thugs. Not seeing any red marks on my compass. And taking a sip from my canteen there has sorted out my dehydration sickness.
You look new to Freeside, so here's a little advice, friend. Don't go past the Southgate greeter without talking to it first.
And why wouldn't I want to go past the greeter?
Those bots are programmed to vaporize anyone who enters the fenced-in area without authorization from the greeter.
Thanks for the free advice. Who are you?
The name's Old Ben. I've been living in Freeside since the day I was born.
And what's your story?
I've done a bit of everything around here. Courier, butcher, crier, escort, gun for hire. Some of which I'm not proud of, but I do my best to help around town when needed.
You said escort, like armed guard?
Well, I suppose you could look at it that way, but I was packing a whole different kind of heat.
Nah.
Escort just sounds better than man-whore.
So you got paid for sex?
Yep. I was damn good at my job, too. But after a while, I just felt like a piece of meat and had to quit.
So this is the other guy you can choose for the suave talker option for James Garrett. But as I pointed out before, you've got Santiago, so great. Courier. I used to be a courier before I got shot in the head.
Exactly one of the reasons I got out of that job. Too many shifty characters looking to have someone else move their hot items.
And butcher. How did you get into that?
My father ran a butcher shop here in town. But business went downhill when another vendor started selling this strange meat at half our prices.
That sounds odd.
You're telling me. Not long after my father's shop went under, and he passed away from the loss, people around town started experiencing shakes. No one gets shakes like that unless they're eating human flesh. But no one would believe me. The sick bastard gradually went insane and passed away. Wasn't long before someone moved into the guy's place and found half-buried human remains in the crawl space. I didn't bother saying told you so.
And crier, what was that job?
After a while, I made enough money to get a passport into Vegas. Back then, you could get approved for entry for a fraction of what it costs now. Well, I got a job working as a crier outside of the Tops, advertising for the local talent performing at the casino. That didn't last long.
What happened?
Well, being a suave young guy, I chatted up the ladies from time to time, and one of the manager's girls started to take a liking to me. I never touched the woman, but the jealous prick decided it was my time to go. He framed me by saying I'd stolen from the casino. Sure enough, a few grand was missing from the casino vault. I have to assume the bastard stole the funds and figured I was a convenient fall guy.
Wrong place at the wrong time, if you ask me.
Yeah, shit indeed happens. I was stripped of my casino apartment and all of my belongings and booted back into Freeside. From there, I didn't have a lot of career options, as my rep was destroyed. So the escort job sort of fell into my lap. No pun intended.
A gun for hire.
When I quit the escort job, I had enough money to buy a pistol belt and some other gear. Bodyguards make a good, honest living, and I had the wits and physical build to handle most thugs. After saving a few tourists from trouble, I got a reputation for being a stand-up guy again, and after a decade, managed to save up enough to retire.
Nice. Well, let's talk about something else.
All right.
Goodbye.
Talk to you later.
That's the other thing I wanted to talk about. Okay, so this poor fool, they're scripted. They're about to get utterly vaporized. And he just sort of stands there and takes it for a bit. Right, Lady Jane's around here somewhere. I think this is her sat on the floor getting that nice dress all dirty.
Hey.
Hey.
Hello. Lovely to meet you.
Who are you?
I haven't the time to speak to commoners such as yourself.
Oh, hoity-toity. I was hired by the Garretts to track you down.
In that case, I suppose you're here to collect. I apologize, but I simply do not have enough caps on me to cover the debt. If someone were to recover my caravan from that cave, I could easily pay in full, but who would bother with such a mess?
Perhaps there is something else of value you could put towards the debt.
I'm short 90 caps or so, but I have a few cartons of cigarettes and some sensor modules I could put toward my debt. At this point, I'll have to return to California to start anew. I haven't got a cap to my name.
And she's off. Zoom. Bye-bye. Okay, I think it's time we return to Francine. And I think, yeah, that's all we're going to get. Santiago is no longer an option. We don't have the sexbot yet, but we're going to have to wait a little while for that because Ralph is working on a thingy. So let's fast travel back to the Freeside central point. It's not far away, but it does save us a little bit of time. Dehydration increasing again, as it does. And let's get in here and do some handing in. Hey, Frank.
I hear you've been helping out around town. It's much appreciated, friend.
You're welcome. So I think I have all the debts collected.
I don't care how you handled those lumps of human refuse, but you got the job done. We need you to hunt down another person. That son of a bitch McCaffrey stole a ton of caps and ran off to Vegas. I guess the fact that we farmed out his usual work to you pissed him off. No one steals from the Garrett twins. If you can kill that bastard and bring back as much as you can, you'll be paid very well.
Cool, yeah, sure. If I see McCaffrey on the strip, I'll be sure to take care of him.
Good. Just stop on back when he's dead and you'll be rewarded handsomely. Bring his hat as proof of the kill.
Will do. Goodbye.
Yep.
So I see James isn't up yet. What time is it? 11:52. He should be around soon, actually. Let's wait for an hour. And another hour. Bling!
Hey.
There he is. Hey.
Hey, chum. Welcome back.
Hey, they're calling me chum. Nice. I spoke with Julie Farkas. She says the followers will accept your offer.
Hey, that's great. We'll get some supplies sent over today as a show of good faith. Once our stills are upgraded, we'll never be short on liquor for our patrons. If Jacob Hoff is sober, we might even have a few new drinks on tap. Most might view us as drug-dealing enablers around here. But honestly, we care about our patrons. It's bad business for people to get addicted. We've got enough crime in Freeside without a bunch of strung-out junkies robbing traders and gamblers to afford their next fix.
Okay, and that's giving me a bit of Freeside fame. Any followers of the Apocalypse fame? No? Okay. So you wanted a smooth talker for an escort. I found one.
And who would that be?
Santiago's your man.
That honey-mouthed son of a bitch? Fine. At least left to shut up occasionally. Those pretty lips of his are gonna see more traffic than a Brahmin trail in low summer.
Charming. And, right, I also actually found you an escort who's a ghoul and a cowboy. That was Beatrix Russell at the end of the previous episode.
Imagine that! What's his name and when's he start?
Her name's Beatrix and she can start immediately.
A she, huh? Well, I guess the customer who made that request can't get everything he wants. Hell, who knows? He might not even notice the difference.
Right, and the sexbot is in progress, so, well, what have you got for sale?
Sure, take a look.
Said something about new drinks. Not seeing anything in there that wows me. But, you know, if you did want a lot of whiskey, this would be your place. Right, goodbye.
Bye.
So. Hey. So, let's see. What's our questular situation? Kill Caleb, recruit a sexbot, confront Benny, search Camp Forlorn Hope, Ringo. Right, okay. So, let me see. So, there is actually a quest that we failed to pick up when we were in Mojave Outpost down here, which is the one that directs you to the Crimson Caravan Company to help out with work. We've got quite a few places that we haven't visited yet. Quarry Junction, NCR Correctional Facility, Hidden Valley, Black Mountain. That's great. Nothing around here apart from Freeside's North Gate. Well, while we're doing Freeside business, and while we're waiting for Ralph to finish making our doobly-doo, let's meet the king. I think with our high speech it should help us get in here.
What do we have here? Another petitioner for the king?
Yes, I'd like to see the king if possible.
Anything's possible, I suppose. How much is it worth to you to meet the big man?
Here's... Trust me, the king won't see me. Okay, I don't have much on me. We're going to come back to this speech check in a second.
Then the king has no interest in seeing you.
Right. I'm going to change his mind. We're going to go from this to this. I think this is going to make all of the difference. Let's try it out.
Look who's back. If you want to see the king, you better pay up.
I'm new in town and wanted to pay my respects.
You know what? I like you. Half the people around here, they forget who runs this place. Head on through. The king's the bored-looking guy by the stage. Can't fucking miss him.
Thank you very much. No, I don't want to sprint. I want to walk slowly and seductively. No, not that. That. There we go. Yeah, so actually the naughty nightwear gives me a speech boost, which is why I got through that. It's not just being dressed like a tramp that did the deed here.
Look, Rexy, someone new's come to see us. Poor boy. He hasn't been feeling well lately. I'm the king. What can I do for you?
I was hoping you might have some work for me.
Maybe so. Maybe so. You look like you might be able to handle yourself. Tell you what, you do me a favor, and I'll have some more work for you when it's done. Sound good?
Sounds great. Will it be dangerous? I like dangerous.
In that case, some of the things I need handled will be right up your alley.
Get out
I'll
of my
start
alley.
you off with something easy. Did you notice the bodyguards for hire near the gates when you entered Freeside?
Yes. No, I must have missed them. I haven't actually been to the North Gate, let's be honest.
It's good money if you can stay alive long enough. Freeside's not as safe as it used to be, so the money is well earned. Usually well earned, that is. Recently, my men tell me that one of those bodyguards, a fella named Oris, is making a little too much money. He's making a killing in repeat business. Once someone hires him, they never want anyone else. I want you to find out why. Specifically, I want you to hire him. Play the part of an innocent tourist and follow his lead. If nothing happens, so be it. But I'm guessing things won't go so smoothly. Call it a hunch. So, what do you say?
Sounds easy. Sure.
Okay then. Once you part ways, return here. I'll look forward to hearing your report. Oh, and take this to cover the hiring cost.
Thank you very much, if you'll pardon the pun. So, let's go to the North Gate and get down to that. I won't keep the pyjamas on, great though they look. Let's change back into my serious outfit for serious business. So we just need to go through this gate, and the North Gate is not far up ahead. Might have been slightly faster to fast travel to the old Mormon fort, but there ain't much in it. Lady Jane's still running there. We've caught her up. Despite having that whole conversation with the king and the Garretts, she hasn't even made it to the North Gate yet. Good luck, Lady Jane. May your new start be a fruitful one. Horse.
If you need to cross Freeside, no one will keep you safer than I will.
How much for your services?
200 caps gets you my watchful eye for a trip to the South Gate.
Okay, I'll hire you.
Done and done. I want to mention a few things up front. In order to ensure your safety, I need you to follow my instructions to the letter. We'll be heading down the main street here the whole way down. No detours. You go off sightseeing, and I go off to find another customer. I'll keep a brisk pace, so try not to fall behind. Now let's head out.
I too can keep a brisk pace. Watch me brisk. I'm getting too far ahead of him, actually. He did say that if I get too far away, then he'll go off and find another customer.
To your left here is the old Mormon fort.
Yeah, I've been there.
Roughed up, the followers there will patch you right up. Not that I ever need their services.
I'm running backwards because I like to live dangerously.
Up ahead on the next block is where the kings hang out. Don't let them scare you. If they don't outnumber you 5 to 1, you'll be fine.
Come on, Norris, keep up. Seeing if I can push him a bit faster.
Down to the right here is the fun part of town. You haven't seen Freeside till you've been to the Wrangler.
I don't think it's working. I think he has his own pace.
Personal space.
Hey, slow down. I don't like the look of some of those men ahead. Let's take a different way around.
Is meaning anything to you, lady?
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, we're taking a little detour here. Come on, keep up, Horace. I don't have all day. He's always got his gun out. Now, the intention is you don't actually see this.
Gotcha. Thought you could ambush us, huh?
But because I kind of anticipate and am leading rather than following.
About. If you had hired one of those other hacks, you'd be up to your ass in lowlife right about now.
I saw stuff that I shouldn't. Hey, you only fired 3 shots and there are 4 guys there.
Noticed that, did you? I keenly aimed one of the shots through some soft tissue of one of them to hit the man behind him.
Or you just faked this whole thing to drum up repeat business.
That's an interesting theory you've got there. I'd suggest you keep it to yourself. Let's get moving.
After you.
Stay close. I wouldn't want anything to happen to you.
And these people, eh? The thug appears dead, a victim of your recent fight. Medicine 30 or higher required. Let's examine the body closely. A quick study of the body reveals that the thug is still alive and merely pretending to be dead. At this point, if you want to, you can actually dismember these things, and you still get the same prompt, which is kind of comical. In fact, just for the purpose of demonstration, let's quick save. Okay, that didn't have quite the effect I was expecting. It made them all wake up. I wonder if I'd sneak killed, maybe? I don't know. Anyway, this thing isn't standing. We're quick loading. I was just hoping to demonstrate something, and I failed to demonstrate it, really. Okay, yep, come on, Norris, we can keep going.
Well, here we are. No worse for wear, are you? I trust that if you need to cross Freeside again, you'll know who to hire.
Lovely, thank you. Well, let's return to the king and tell him what we found.
Hi.
Hi. Not going to wear the pyjamas this time. You only get that once, kingy.
What do you have for me?
Oris is a fraud. He fakes attacks on his clients and then plays hero.
So that's how it happens. Okay then, I'll have some guys pull him off the street when no one's looking. You've shown me something, so maybe you can help me with a matter that's a little more important. A lot of folks around these parts who've been here a while resent the sheer number of people that have come into the area since the strip was built. In turn, the newcomers, most of whom come from the NCR, have gotten ornery from being resented. Sometimes things get violent. This is one of those occasions. Recently, a few friends of mine were attacked, and I want you to find out who did it. Word's come that they just woke up over at the old Mormon fort just north of here. Head on over, see if they remember anything.
I'll head over right away.
Good. I like that enthusiasm. Return when you have some information we can use.
Sure. I do wonder if I can talk to him about other things.
Have you found anything out? Or were you just here to chat?
I wanted to ask you some questions.
Go ahead. Throw some questions at me.
Where did you get the robot dog?
I got Rex here from a salvager a few years ago. He was a little dinged up when I got him, but one of the followers fixed him right up.
He doesn't seem very happy.
He goes through spells like this from time to time.
I mean, his face is embedded in a table. That's probably why. So I would ask, can I help somehow? But I'm actually not allowed companions in this playthrough. And so I can't let him give me Rex. But let's talk about something else.
Like what?
Can I join the kings?
Whoa there. Not just anyone can be a king. First of all, we usually only accept people native to the area. Second, I have to approve, and I don't. You haven't shown me you've got what it takes to be a king yet. But if you're fixing to join something fierce, stick around. And if you play your cards right, things might change.
Cool. So why isn't every man in Freeside in your gang?
We've tried to pass our philosophy on to the people of Freeside, but not everyone is ready to be a king. The kids love us, but the old-timers tend to shy away and keep to themselves, and they probably couldn't pull off the look anyway. As for the others, some people just plain don't respect others, and that's a no-no. If there's one thing I won't tolerate, it's lack of respect.
Okay, I had other questions.
Sure thing. What'd you have in mind?
I don't think I have any other questions. That'll do. I have to go.
All right. I'll see you later.
Lots to talk about, but time is limited. So I think that's where we're going to end this episode. In the next episode, we will continue with this quest. We'll go to the old Mormon fort and talk to the people he told us to talk to there. And of course, we are also going to occasionally check back in on Ralph to see if our little sexbot programming tape is ready. Thank you very much for joining me, and I hope I will see you for the next episode of Fallout New Vegas Recharge Your Weapons Only. Bye-bye.